The man who can't escape his own feed. Ethan Cross is 34. He lives alone in a small 12th floor apartment in Seattle, surrounded by the muted hum of the city that never really feels like home. He's single, not because he can't find someone, but because his checklist for the right woman has grown absurdly long over the years. Beautiful but not vain, independent but devoted, ambitious but calm, adventurous but grounded. For years he told himself, "I'm just waiting for the right one." But on quiet nights, a darker thought creeps in. Or maybe I'm just not enough for anyone. Every night ends the same way. Ethan, lying in bed, phone glowing inches from his face, endlessly scrolling. Instagram, where former classmates show off newborns, house keys, Bali vacations. TikTok, where couples post raw moments that feel like scripted fairy tales. LinkedIn, where even people he thought were average are suddenly founders and speakers. Meanwhile, he's alone, in a silent room, watching their lives unfold like he's the only one stuck in pause. But then, strange things start happening. His Instagram feed suggests reels of conversations he's had in his head. Spotify plays a song he's never searched, with lyrics eerily close to thoughts he's never said out loud. Netflix recommends a movie about a man who can't trust his own mind anymore. And late one night, Siri whispers, without being prompted, "I know what you're afraid of, Ethan." Seattle, 12:17 a.m. Ethan sat on the edge of his bed, staring at the faint blue glow of his phone screen. Notifications blinked like tiny heartbeats. Jared just posted a photo. Emily shared a story. Finally, homeowners. Liam and Sophie uploaded their wedding video. His thumb hovered over the screen, but he didn't open any of them. He already knew what he'd see. Perfect lives, perfect couples, perfect everything. He placed the phone face down on his nightstand. The silence of his apartment seemed louder than usual. The refrigerator hummed. Pipes groaned. Somewhere above, a neighbor's TV murmured faintly. At 34, Ethan had mastered the art of being single. Not in the "I love my independence" way people brag about on TikTok, but in the quiet, lonely way you never post about. It wasn't that he couldn't find a partner. Over the years, he'd dated women, smart, beautiful, kind women. But each time, something felt off. She's great, but a little too clingy. Funny, but not ambitious enough. Sweet, but doesn't really get me. His friends used to tease him. "Man, your standards are insane." Now they'd stopped asking. Privately, Ethan told himself it wasn't about being picky. It was about waiting for someone extraordinary. But tonight, staring at the cracks in his ceiling, he wondered, or maybe I just don't deserve anyone. He picked up his phone again. Instagram's algorithm seemed to know exactly which wounds to press. A friend from college, smiling in front of a new house. Home sweet home. Another with a toddler holding a sign. First day of preschool. A couple dancing in their kitchen to a cheesy romantic song. 4 years married today. Ethan's finger paused on the last one. He watched the video on loop, the way the man twirled his wife, the laughter in her eyes. For a second, he imagined himself there. A kitchen, a woman's laughter echoing off tiled walls, arms around her waist, warmth. Then the screen dimmed. The moment was gone. Spotify auto-played a song he didn't recognize. The lyrics hit like a punch. You're still awake because you're still alone. Your thoughts are loud enough to drown out the phone. He froze. He'd never searched for this artist, never liked any similar songs. Creepy, he muttered, but his chest tightened. A whisper in the dark. At 2:34 a.m., Ethan finally put his phone down for good. He closed his eyes and tried to will his mind to silence. But then, "I know what you're afraid of, Ethan." His eyes snapped open. The voice was faint, mechanical. Siri. His phone lay face down. The screen was black. No Siri, no notifications. His palms were sweating. He forced a laugh. "I'm just tired, losing it." But deep down, a thought twisted like a knife. What if I'm not imagining this? The next morning, Ethan opened Instagram. The first suggested reel wasn't from a friend or influencer. It was a shaky, low-quality video. A man, his age, his build, standing alone in a kitchen, staring at a knife. The caption read, "This is how it starts, Ethan." Morning, the kitchen incident. The light in Ethan's apartment felt too bright that morning. Artificial. He stood barefoot in the kitchen, holding his phone like it was a weapon. The video was still there. A man, his height, his build, staring at a knife on the counter. "This is how it starts, Ethan." He refreshed the feed. The video disappeared. Now there were only reels of latte art, home renovation tips, and vacation vlogs. Maybe I imagined it, but his gut said otherwise. At work, Ethan sat through another weekly meeting that felt more like a popularity contest than a strategy session. "Anyone have ideas for the Q4 campaign?" his manager asked. Ethan spoke up. "A targeted push with interactive content could..." But before he could finish, another colleague, Derek, interrupted. "Yeah, but we tried that last year and it tanked." The room chuckled lightly. Not at Ethan directly, but he felt it anyway. His face burned. Why did I even open my mouth? He didn't speak for the rest of the meeting. Scrolling again. More weddings. More baby announcements. Even Derek, the same Derek who'd cut him off, had posted a photo holding keys to a new condo. Caption, "Hard work pays off. #blessed." Ethan's thumb froze. Blessed. The word felt like a knife. That night, Ethan tried to relax. Netflix autoplayed trailers as he debated what to watch. Then one caught his eye. Alone, at 34. A psychological thriller about a man who starts losing his grip on reality. The synopsis read, "He thought he was just scrolling, until the scrolling started looking back." Ethan didn't remember adding it to his list. He checked his watch history. It was there. Watched halfway. I didn't. His voice cracked. Voice from the dark. At 2:41 a.m., Siri spoke again. This time it cleared. Confident. "Do you want me to stop showing you the life you'll never have?" Ethan sat up and trembled. The phone was across the room, screen black. "Who's doing this?" he yelled. No reply. Just silence. Then, a notification. Instagram DM. "It's not them, Ethan. It's you." He opened the DM. No profile picture. No username. Just a video. A man. Again, his build, his clothes, sitting at a kitchen table, head in hands. The caption? "You can still stop it, but only if you log out." Ethan's thumb hovered over the screen. His heart raced. What happens if I don't? 3:03 a.m. The DM. Ethan's thumb hovered over the play button. The anonymous video still stared back at him. A man, same shoulders, same messy hair, sat hunched at a kitchen table, head buried in trembling hands. The caption beneath it whispered like a dare. "You can still stop it, but only if you log out." Logout attempt number 1. He opened Instagram settings, scrolled down, trembling thumb, log out. But as soon as he tapped it, nothing happened. The screen froze, then flickered. When it came back, he was still logged in. But now the feed was different. No friends, no influencers, only him. Dozens of videos, clips of Ethan brushing his teeth, tying his shoes, scrolling, crying in bed at 2 a.m. What the hell is this? The comments beneath the videos made his stomach twist. He doesn't even know we're watching him. When will he finally snap? Place your bets, knife or window? His hands shook violently. He slammed the phone down. Runner, 04:12 a.m., flight. He yanked on jeans and a hoodie, grabbed his keys. It's not real, I just need air. But as he stepped into the elevator, the small screen in the corner flickered to life. A security cam feed. Him, alone in his apartment, standing in the kitchen, staring at a knife. Caption, he's almost ready. Ethan punched the elevator buttons in panic. Who's doing this? No answer, just the soft hum of the elevator descending. Outside, the quiet city. Seattle streets were empty at 4 a.m. Fog curled around the lampposts like watching eyes. Ethan walked fast, clutching his phone like a lifeline. He opened Spotify to distract himself. But instead of music, a robotic voice came through his earpods. Why are you running, Ethan? You're still connected. He ripped the earpods out and threw them into the street. Logout attempt number 2. Desperation. At a 24-hour diner, he connected to free Wi-Fi. He deleted Instagram, deleted Facebook, deleted TikTok. But the moment he turned off the screen, it lit up again. Apps reinstalled themselves, one by one. Instagram opened automatically, live video. Him, sitting in the diner booth. The caption read, "Everyone say hi to Ethan." The comments poured in. He looks scared, adorable. $10 he cries in the next 5 minutes. Ask him about the knife. The waitress approached cautiously. Sir, are you okay? Ethan's eyes darted to her name tag. It read Alexa. The breaking point. He bolted out of the diner, heart hammering. Everywhere he looked, billboards flickered to show his face. Seattle's loneliest man. His phone buzzed again. A call. No caller ID. He answered. A chorus of voices whispered in unison. It's not the algorithm, Ethan. It's you. You did this. You've been broadcasting for years. No, I didn't. Why else would we know all your thoughts, your regrets, your little fantasies about the perfect wife? Stop it! But he could still hear them laughing. The final log out. At home, Ethan turned off the power to his apartment. Total darkness. He smashed his phone against the floor until the screen splintered. Silence. Then, a faint glow from the kitchen. His smart fridge. A message scrolled across its tiny screen. You can't log out of yourself. When they found Ethan 3 days later, the apartment was eerily quiet. His phone lay in pieces on the floor. His laptop was open to a live stream. The only viewer was an account named You. And in the chat, don't worry, we'll find someone new to watch. The scariest algorithm isn't online. It's the one inside your head.